Okay, thank you. And go to my screen. Thank you. And letting some more people in. Share. Okay. So thank you, everyone. And this is the Mid-Atlantic Aphasia Conference. And this is created by members of aphasia support groups from Hopewell Township, New Jersey, Hamilton, New Jersey, Levittown, Pennsylvania, and Willow Grove, PA. So if let me see, Jen, can you say that? James, Jen, Jen there.
Uh-huh.
We're saying created by members of aphasia support groups from Hopewell Township of New Jersey and Hamilton, New Jersey, Levittown, Pennsylvania, and Will Grow, Pennsylvania. Creating this group.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
This group is to connect people living with aphasia, as well as those who care for individuals with aphasia and friends in the tri-state area.
And then we go to the next one. Denise.
The Mid-Atlantic Aphasia Conference, Aphasia Support Group. We are creating an in-person event during the National Aphasia Awareness Month. That is this June. It is the last Sunday of this month. You'll get more information about this later. Also, we are creating a virtually aphasia support group. We do that quarterly. This is the first. Whoop, whoop. So, or maybe it's the second one. Maybe I missed the first one. Anyway, this is June's. So we'll be doing that 4 times a year. This is also creating a virtual caregivers and care support partner intergroup. So for all of you who love us with aphasia, those of you who are helping us, those of you who are caring, you drove the cars, you took us to the doctors, you're giving us the therapy, you're helping us with the shopping, etc. This is the group for you.
And Jim, are you able to speak on just a little bit?
Sure. 4 main members, and it was a group of us that got together. One is myself, Jim Bird, of course, Denise Menendez, Jen Derry, Dorothy Livin, and Mark Harder.
And
all these people, just so you know, all of these people have aphasia, just like a lot of other people in the world do, that we're trying to get the point across that there's a lot of people that have the same challenges as we do with our communication. So we hope that you enjoy this, involved with us.
That's awesome.
Dorothy, you want to just tell us about yourself?
Hi. Mark, did you say ask me to tell about myself?
Yeah, just tell me. Yeah.
All right. My name is Dorothy. Um, and I'm a care partner for Jen. And I'm actually Jen's mom. I'm one of those people who did not know what aphasia was until my daughter had a stroke 6 years ago. The first week she was not fully conscious. So as I sat in the hospital, I was able to do some research and find out what aphasia was. So she was first diagnosed with global aphasia. So I knew we had a lot of work to do. And then when I learned about the Mid-Atlantic Aphasia Conference, I was so excited. I just wanted to be part of it. Because it was a group of individuals with aphasia and caregivers supporting individuals with aphasia and caregivers. So, and I feel as though it's a valuable tool for people with aphasia and caregivers. So thank you for coming, everyone. It's very exciting.
Yes. Well, thank you. And let me see if we could. Our next presenter, and let me go to gallery and Angie. Angie, you will be next. And I just want to say that we're here because of you, and because I was getting emails about all the different support groups, and I thought that, wow, this is something. So this what we're not here. This is not new that we're doing, but we just wanted to get people together, and we want people to meet other people who have aphasia. And but thank you for being here, and so you will be. Can you thank you for everything you're doing? Thank you. And
Are you
you're
talking to
first.
me?
Yes.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes.
That was so nice. I thought you were, and then I'm like, is he still talking to me? That's awesome. Thank you so much, Mark. Now all I have to do is figure out how to share my screen. It's my turn. I'm
Yes.
on.
Yes. You
All
can
right,
share your
guys.
screen.
Welcome to the good times. Boom. I'm gonna share my screen, and you guys can see my screen, I hope. Cool.
Okay.
Oh no, I hit the wrong button. Oh dear God. All right, see this. All right, I just say done, and hopefully it'll go away. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay.
This is, boom, hit this. And, okay, thank you to Mark and the MAAC for having me. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Angelique Cawthorn. I am a stroke survivor and a member of the aphasia community. As one of the founders, I'm here to share with you what ARCH is all about. ARCH stands for the Aphasia Resource Collaboration Hub. It is a network of clinicians, researchers, university clinics, and support groups in the Philadelphia, New Jersey, and Delaware parts. Our aim is to increase awareness and access to treatment, research, and other support services to people with aphasia. And how did ARCH come about? A little bit about how I got I'm sorry, let me go over how all this got started. One afternoon, the director of the Temple Lab, Dr. Martin, in a casual conversation with me, shared about all the aphasia resources that were available to me in the Philadelphia area. I was actually floored. It was a lot. And we spoke about how great it would be if there were a place for me to find out about all the resources available to people with aphasia in one spot. It all seemed very disjointed, and she agreed. And long story short, Arch was born. My second slide talks about collaboration. A little bit about how I got here. In May 2017, I suffered and survived 2 strokes. Prior to that, I was the finance money person for the largest car dealership in the country. Communication loss was a devastating concept. So I went into therapy with vigor and all kinds of tenacity. I had a great SLP, and there was a flyer promoting a support group on the pegboard behind her. And I did ask her about it, but she didn't encourage it. She didn't endorse any group, really. I literally stumbled into that same group 6 months later, which eventually landed me at Temple. Now, my clinician was a smart, gifted, and caring SLP, but she didn't not tell me because she didn't care or she didn't fully embrace the LPAA model. No, she didn't tell me because she did not know where that flyer came from. She didn't know the source. There was no collaboration. And this is why Arch is so essential. It fills that void. It is a landing pad for people with aphasia, researchers, and clinicians, and group facilitators to share and be made aware of the options that are in the community. Ladies and gentlemen, the benefits are obvious. Imagine if my speech pathologist could have looked on a trusted website and printed up a flyer and handed it to my husband, or simply pointed us to the website where we could learn about research, caregiver meetings, and aphasia camps. I am currently the proud member of many Philadelphia and South Jersey based aphasia community groups, and I have found those groups to be essential to my well being and social interaction. I truly do not know where I would be without my fellow aphasians. But back to the benefits, and they are obvious. Benefit one, the researchers can share in their research and breakthroughs and have a place to notify people with aphasia about research opportunities. Number two, the clinicians will have a trusted, reliable source to direct their clients to. In addition, they will also have the ability to find out about ongoing research. And yes, I am saving the best for last. My fellow aphasians, the people with aphasia, the support groups are number three, the main benefactors. The choirs, the exercise, and the chat groups can get more members. We, the people with aphasia, can get more friends and a much needed bond and a place to learn and familiarize ourselves with the activities and research that are specific for our needs. Let me leave you with this. I believe with participation and engagement together, we will be able to create a network that empowers the aphasia community. It will take particip- uh, it'll take a group effort from all stakeholders. And I know a lot of you are wondering, you're thinking, Angie, how can I help? What can I do? You see the information, send us an email. You can email me at angie@aphasiaresource.org. We have our quarterly meetings as well. And, just shoot us an email and we would be more than happy to hear from you. Again, I am Angie Cawthorn, president of Arch and co-founder of Arch, which again stands for the Aphasia Resource Collaboration Hub. And I thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
Nice.
I'm going to get a nap now.
Very nice.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Nice.
and go to our right there, and see, go to
Can I ask a
next.
question, Mark?
Yes.
This is a great program. Is there any way that you have some other connections with the New England colleges and research projects other than BU?
That's a good question. I can't, I'm trying to process what you're saying, and we will work on that, okay?
Thank you. And thank
All
you,
right.
Angie. Great job.
Thank you. And we go to my screen again, and we'll go. Gail, you will be next. I'm going to stop my screen, and you can share your screen.
All right. Hello, everyone. Can everyone see my screen okay?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Great. So I'm Gail Deedy. I am at Temple University, and I'm the director of the Philadelphia Aphasia Community at Temple, or PACT. This is our lovely logo, which was made by some of our group members, including Denise Mendez. Hello, Denise. And I had asked Jeanette Fairley to come and talk with us today as well, because she's been in many of the groups I'm going to talk about, so she'll be talking as well. So Jeanette, do you want to say hi for a minute?
Oh, hi, my name is Jeanette Fairley, and I'm happy to be here to talk about aphasia.
Okay, so I wanted to first just tell you where we are located. So PACT is located mostly in Weiss Hall at Temple University's main campus. So we are basically on the corner of Cecil B. Moore and 13th, right up the street from the Cecil B. Moore stop on the Broad Street line. And these days we are also on Zoom a lot because of the pandemic, but I am optimistic that we will be more in person come fall because I miss seeing everyone.
Me too.
So the first group I want to talk about is the Impact Advocacy Group. And several of the people here are part of Impact. Jeanette, do you want to talk a little bit about Impact?
Okay, well, from what I can remember, because I wasn't actually in that group this term, but I was in the last term, and it was really, I think it's really showing you how to be an advocate for yourself and advocate what you really want to do about aphasia, and how can you work towards helping people understand more about what aphasia is all about. So it's really a good group to be a part of, and you learn so much. We had a not a conference. What is it when you we had a can't think of the name of it. We had not a performance.
Are you thinking about the aphasia awareness events?
Yes, but when we did the group and everybody participated, and we all had something, we all had to speak.
Yeah, so we've done presentations, or I don't talk. These we've done presentations to raise aphasia awareness. with students in speech pathology, in occupational therapy, in physical therapy. Denise Mendez was part of a group who went to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, where the group members presented at a music therapy conference about aphasia and apraxia of speech. So we do a lot of different kinds of presentations.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Many presentations, and it helped so much. It helped the people who don't really know a lot about aphasia, learn more about what aphasia is all about, and the communication disorder, and it really being a part of this group really helps. It helps us to be more aware of what aphasia is and how to contribute more to making sure that it's well known.
We also organize an annual celebration of Aphasia Awareness Month. So I'm gonna, so this year we've got Get Amped for Aphasia, which will be June 21st from 5:30 to 7:30. So if this is something you're interested in, you should feel free to reach out to me. And again, many of the people who are here this evening will be presenting as part of that. And then something else we've been doing is organizing a mini conference that's part of the International Aphasia Rehabilitation Conference. So this is aphasia research, bringing it to the people. And Denise, do you want to briefly talk about what this is?
Sure. Good evening, everybody. So this is our opportunity to participate in this International Aphasia Rehabilitation Conference as persons with aphasia. So what we decided to do, because if you've ever gone to these conferences and things and they're doing research, sometimes it just doesn't make sense to you. So we decided that we would have the research brought to what we need. We want it to be aphasia friendly. So sometimes you'll notice a person with aphasia, you're having difficulty with finding a particular word or something like that. So we're asking these researchers, either 3 or 4 researchers, who are going to share their research. I mean, this is like top line stuff, but they're going to give it to us sort of like, and we were calling it panning for gold, when you're looking in the river for the gold and you're shaking for the good stuff. You don't want the sand to come through. You don't want that in the screen, you want to keep those nuggets of gold. So that's what we want. We want the researchers to bring to us the gold nuggets. So it's going to be it's going to be awesome. I mean, it's really going to be awesome. We've got some really, I'm talking high level research people. I think if I can, I don't remember exactly, Gail, where they're from, but somebody I think was either Australia, England, somebody, they got some real top line, because aphasia is all over the planet, folks. It's
so
not just here.
The speakers are from Denmark, Australia, and Florida.
Yes.
Exotic Florida. All right, so I realize that I've been talking for a long time and I need to speed it up. So I just wanted to mention that we run a lot of different groups at PACT. So we offer chat, which is a conversation group. We have a games group that we run. We have spirituality group. And Jeanette, do you want to talk quickly about spirituality group?
Okay. Well, for me, a spirituality group kind of provides an opportunity to express how you feel about your spirituality and how you and they provide it provides a way of just talking about, you know, many things. And I really like a spirituality group. It's such a good group because it helps me to express myself and express how I, you know, really and deeply feel in my heart and in my mind concerning spirituality. So, and other people as well, they also give them an opportunity to talk about, you know, spirituality. And we usually have we have people bring in readings from the Bible, from other readings as well, and we take take turns reading. Then after we read, then we talk about, you know, what it really means to us. It's
Okay.
and, you know, it's really a wonderful group. I love it.
All right. We also have an art group. We have the Pact Singers. So in
Oh,
art
yeah.
group, we either make art or talk about it if we're on Zoom.
Yeah.
The Pact Singers is back in person and will be performing at the Aphasia Awareness Celebration. So I'm very excited about that. We offer a book group where we read fiction and nonfiction.
Yes.
And we also offer Second Saturday group, which is the second Saturday of every month from 11 to 12 on Zoom. And this, you can just show up. You don't have to tell me about it or anything. You just come if you want to. All right, we also have opportunities for individual treatment at no cost, research involvement, Finding the Words, which is a program where people with aphasia write books. We have technology groups. We have many, many things. And I will leave it at that because I've been talking for way too long. Sorry. You can email me or call me and I will tell you all about it at length.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Gail. Very, very good. Thanks for sharing that. And I put on the chat some of the things about the for registering and stuff. I thought they had links for that, so maybe not. I'll try that a little later. Put that on there. But thank you.
I put my email in there too if anyone wants to contact me.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. And let me share my screen. And next we go is
I'm here.
Christine. Yes.
Do you see
Hello.
me? Yeah.
Yes.
And you can just keep that slide up if you want.
Okay.
I don't have anything else to share in addition to that. So thank you so much for inviting me and Kim. We are speech pathologists at the University of Delaware. And like it was mentioned before, we have these life participation groups, which now mostly are held on Zoom. Our aphasia support group started about 5 years ago, and it's a conversation group. It used to be in person, and now it's on Zoom on Tuesdays at 11:30. We are hopeful to come in person in July and August, maybe one time. We're hopeful. So right now we're meeting every week on Zoom. And we have students who help to run the activities. On Fridays, we have 2 different groups and it alternates one Friday to the next Friday. So on one Friday, we have movie club where members will vote on a movie to watch. They watch the movie at home And then when they join us on Friday, we talk about the movie, the plot, the characters. We might listen to some of the songs that were in the movie or answer trivia questions. And then on the other Friday, we have a game group where we play Jeopardy or Scattergories or whatever game or a made up game. And if you want more information on any of those programs, you can email me. We have a general email that is aphasiaud@udel.edu. And that is on that screen.
Okay.
I see a couple familiar faces, but not too many. So everyone is welcome to join us if you want to try something new or meet some new people.
Well, nice. Thank you. And I know that the time is different now. It's at 12 now, right?
Oh, you're right. This in June, it is at 12 o'clock. Just in June, it's at 12 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing that. And then let me see. I'm going to stop my screen, and Sharon, you're going to share your screen. Let's see. There you go. Oh.
Oh, uh-oh. Can you hear me? Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent. So thank you, Mark, for inviting us to talk to your group today. I'm Sharon Antonucci, and I am not as smart as Gail. I did not put my contact information on all of my slides. So I will also put my email in the chat. But I am the director of the Moss Rehab Aphasia Center. And Angie earlier mentioned the importance of collaboration, and we are actually a collaboration between Moss Rehab Hospital and the Moss Rehabilitation Research Institute. And we offer programs for people with aphasia that is chronic. So for example, as a result of stroke. And we also offer programs specifically for people who have their aphasia as the result of progressive degenerative neurological disease or disorder. And the vast majority of our groups, of all of our activities really, are currently virtual, happening on Zoom. And as do we all, we are fingers crossed that at some point we will get back to in person. And actually we'll probably continue some form of hybrid where we can have people in person and people on Zoom, all in the same meeting. And so we have a few different programs that are part of the Aphasia Center. One of our programs is called the Advanced Clinical Therapy Program, and that is individual treatment with a speech language pathologist. And that is currently our only program that is running in person. And that runs on our campus, which is in Elkins Park, Pennsylvania, just right over the Philly border into Montgomery County. And we also have what we call the Aphasia Activity Center. And through that center, we offer multiple weekly conversation groups, which are facilitated by a speech language pathologist, but really led by people with aphasia. We have our talking book club, where people will typically either participate with a a combination of audiobook and written book, or they'll choose one or the other. And then we also have something that we call Virtual Variety Hour. And that is the virtual kind of incarnation of our games group. And so some weeks we play games. Some weeks we take virtual tours of different cities or different museums. One week over the holidays, we all wrote a song together. So that was fun, a little take on holiday music. And then we also do several things with technology, including computer lab, where people do all sorts of different things. We had someone who was working on writing a book, and we worked on helping him work on that. We've had people working on kind of figuring out how to work on emails or in Excel. Sometimes we have people who are interested in working on aphasia apps. And so we can do one-on-one computer lab. And we also have, when we're back in person, we have what we call a computer lab drop-in center, where people can just come in on their own and work on a computer or work on a tablet, and practice some things with technology. In addition to that, we have something that we call a virtual resource library. And included in that, that's all online. And many of the links are already posted on our website. And so as part of that virtual resource library, we have video recordings of education programs that we have done in the past that are available for anyone to watch anytime. We have video kind of tutorials on how to personalize language practice apps, or how to personalize other kinds of communication resources like communication books, for example. And we also run a blog, and that blog is not only for individuals with aphasia and their loved ones, but also for clinicians and students. And so some of the posts are written specifically to provide information to people living with aphasia, and others are written for kind of clinical training and tutorials. And then we also have a variety of different kinds of research going on, including through the Moss Rehab Aphasia Center. And one of the active studies that will be starting up soon at the Aphasia Center is an animal-assisted therapy study that we're all very excited about. Everyone who knows me knows I have to get at least one photo of a dog into every presentation I give. It's a personal challenge for myself. And then we also have the opportunity to offer all sorts of different kinds of research in aphasia rehab, and also other kinds of difficulties that individuals who have sustained strokes might be having, for example, movement. And so I don't have too much else more to say. I'm happy to answer anybody's questions about what we're doing, or if anyone else. I too saw a few familiar faces in the crowd. If anyone else wants to comment or say anything, please feel free. And while you're doing that, I'll put my contact information in the chat.
Thanks, Sharon. Thank you very much. And I let me see gallery, and I have I think that I've done conversation group in Moss. I think everyone here, all the different support groups, I have have done things with each one of them. So, but I enjoy doing a conversation group, and some of the, I was hoping that somebody would come there today. He was not available, and I was trying to get somebody in there to talk to it, but that's maybe next time we'll see him. But thank you. And,
Thank you.
thanks. And go to the next. Alex, are you available?
Yep, you can just keep that slide up.
Okay, great.
So
My guy.
my name is Alex Merlino. I'm also a speech pathologist. I work at Penn Therapy and Fitness, or also called Good Shepherd Penn Partners. And we just recently started a virtual aphasia support group. It meets the second Wednesday of every month. We just started, I think, back in February. So it's the second Wednesday from 3 to 4 p.m. And we're just getting started at building a group up. You know, we've been working on communication strategies, communication partner training, providing different resources to various people with aphasia. So still working on, like I said, building up the group, but we're really excited to, bring in more people with aphasia and help them in any way we can. It's run by myself, Christy Early, and Monica Coran. Usually some combination of us are at every meeting. And if you have any questions or are interested in joining, you can call the number that is on that screen, or you can email us at aphasia.group@pennmedicine.upenn.edu, which is also on the page. And yeah, that's about it. We also offer one-on-one speech therapy services in person or virtually as well. So that's about it.
Thank you. And it's nice that you were able to start that one. And I enjoy talking to people there. Thank you. And,
Yeah, thank you for letting us be a part of this.
thank you. Allison, you're next. You want to I can stop my slide and you can share yours.
Thank you. Oh, that's nice. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Let's see.
Jim, that's a nice shirt you got on there.
Oh,
Jim.
thank you.
Jim, say Jim, you got way to go.
Sorry, do you happen to have, hold on, sorry. It's asking. I'm so sorry. Do you happen to have the slides that you could share?
I do.
Okay.
I do, yes.
So
okay,
let me do that because.
Okay. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, okay, thank you. If you go to slideshow, Mark, can you go to slideshow?
Okay, yes.
Great, that would be good. Up right here.
Yeah, I gotta move. It's right. I can't see it, so I'm trying to move it over a little bit. Just give me a second.
In the meantime.
Oh, there it is. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, there you go. No, you want to go to. Just keep it down. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Don't see this.
It's all right. In the meantime, I just want to thank you, Mark, and Denise and Jen and the entire group who put together this evening for us. I've learned so much about the other groups, and it really is nice to hear what's available. So thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm very humbled by the aphasians, as who's that? Angie said. Angie, I love that term, and very humbled by your presence and contributions. So my name is Allie Finkelstein. I'm just going to talk very briefly about what's available out there to you all at Salus University in our Speech Language Institute. So I'm only going to just talk briefly about our aphasia support group and our Speech Language Institute book club. So if you want to advance that. So our focus is on living with aphasia, and we want to extend our services beyond that individual treatment that you might be getting to beyond traditional treatment, which really focuses on language and language competence, to more holistic goals and bridging that gap. So we want to provide that social therapeutic environment supported that by the life participation approach, which many of you are aware of because you're involved in so many groups.
Oops, sorry. Well, I'm sorry. That's me.
Sorry.
Thank you. That's
So
the right one?
most of you know the benefits of the support group. We try to facilitate that natural environment. We want to offer opportunities for persons with aphasia, that's the PWA there, persons with aphasia to establish or enhance a positive identity. And we want to provide that nurturing, accepting community. You can advance that. So we started it in July of 2017 as an affiliate of the National Aphasia Association, and we meet in person once a month and virtually once a month. We started that recently. We were all virtual for a while there. Well, obviously, we were before pre-pandemic, we were in person every month, and then we went virtually every month. Then we did a hybrid. And we didn't think the hybrid was working as well as we'd like. We had a lot of people attending virtually, and we had a lot of people attending in person, and all in the same room. And it was very hard for everybody to kind of mix with each other. So now we do an in-person once a month, which is the third Thursday of every month from 2 to 3 p.m. And then we do that exact meeting the following week. So for those who were not able to come in person, we do the same topic, and we meet virtually once a month. And we've found that that seems to be working pretty well. Okay, Mark. So our focus is on support. It's not really treatment per se. It's more on that supportive environment. We want everybody to participate in that socially comfortable setting. A lot for some people in the group, it's in addition to their weekly individual therapy. And for others, it's just an extended life participation treatment, if you want to call it that, for those who are no longer receiving individualized services. So the specifics are that it's facilitated by 2 first-year graduate student clinicians, supervised by myself. I'm a clinical educator and a speech language pathologist, and we welcome care partners as well. Okay. So we offer visual aids. There's a lot of encouragement with multimodality means of expression, a lot of conversational cues, questionings, reinforcement of participation. We want care partners to offer their suggestions as well, helpful hints, personal experiences, discuss challenges. Next. These are some of the topic areas that we've covered in the past. Facing challenging situations, aphasia awareness, what do you tell people? Emotions, their effect on communication, aphasia and communication modalities. And you see the rest of them: mindful meditation, managing stress, new transitions. When we were, you can do the next slide as well.
Okay.
When we were meeting in person, we were doing more hands-on activities, which I guess will start again now that we're meeting in person again. We did a creation of masks depicting oneself before and after aphasia. We did a aphasia tree of support. cornucopia of thanks around Thanksgiving, and then doing lots of positive affirmation collages. So that we like to try to do some creative art projects as well. Next one, yeah. So the way the group is run is that our two students try to provide some education at the beginning of the meeting, or actually throughout the meeting, but most of it's at the beginning. So here's an example of our students providing a brief overview, say, of brain and language, and how the different areas of brain are responsible for different language functioning. So the students are doing like a little mini presentation with those gold nuggets, Denise. You know, they're just really trying to focus on what, you know, the important parts that you need to know. And then the group asks questions and discusses the challenges that they may have. And I think the next slide is an example of one of the mask project, where the masks were made depicting how one feels about themselves before and after acquiring aphasia. That was a fun one. Very interesting.
Nice.
So that's the support group. And then we also have a book club. And our goal here is to increase reading comprehension and social engagement through supportive group facilitation. And like some of the other book clubs I heard about presented tonight, there's visual modifications. They might be text to speech. We might just have partners supporting those in the group, and some in the group listen strictly to audio. So some do a combination. And the next slide, yeah. So the specifics are, this is also facilitated by 2 different graduate students, supervised by a clinical educator, and we meet every other week. And the next. So what we do, members have chosen the book. Chapters are assigned every 2 weeks. And then student clinicians facilitate the group by showing visual aids and asking questions. Members discuss characters, setting, key plot points, and movie clips are shown to augment their readings. And we've just been having a really good time with it. This month is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I think, Denise, did you choose that book? Somebody, I think Denise chose it. It has been fun because sometimes we're not even just sticking right to the reading. We're just having a lot of recollections of what that story, you know, back from 1970, we're doing the 1971 version, and it's just fun to have some childhood recollections. Next one, Mark. So there's no pressure in the group, or any of the groups really, but it's specifically for people that can be intimidated by the word book club, thinking that they have to, you know, be an avid reader and very, very much participate. But it's really, you can read at your own pace, listen to the audio, members share ideas, or you can just sit back and listen. Visual aids are available during the meeting to help members participate, but no pressure. So the benefits are that it increases your socialization, opportunity for expression, you gain different perspectives and strategies, learning strategies from other, and just, I think, an overall feeling of accomplishment and success generally.
Right. And wonderful.
And thank you. I always say this to my groups, that both the book club and the support group, that again, I'm humbled. I've learned so much. And I've been doing this for a lot of years, but every time I meet in a group, I learn so much from the members. And so I thank you for allowing me to participate in your care.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
The first bullet, you were talking about something something, I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, multimodality. So
what is that?
Yeah, what I meant by that is it means multiple modes or multiple methods, multiple ways to gain information. So whether it's through reading words or looking at pictures or listening or drawing, gestures when you're trying to communicate, drawing when you're trying to communicate. So you're using every modality. So that's what multimodality means, multiple ways to express yourself and to gain information.
Thank you.
Great question. You know what? I hesitated, Jeanette. I hesitated even putting that word up there. But I'm glad I did, because now we've learned it.
Yes. There's always something to learn, isn't there?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Thank you very much,
Thanks,
Alice.
Mark.
Thank you. And there was a couple people asking about the PowerPoints, and we're going to email everybody at 2. Okay. So let me go to the next one. It's Sandy, are you?
Yes, I'm here. Please,
Okay.
please help me with the slides. I appreciate
Okay.
everyone who knows not as little technology as I do before me. Thank you, because I have no idea how to screen share. So I'm counting on you to do that for me.
Okay. You want me to go to the next one?
Yes,
Or just
please.
you want to? Okay.
Yes, if you want to go to the next one, and I will give you a brief introduction. My name is Sandy Stein, and I'm one of the facilitators of the Capitol Health Aphasia Community Support Group. We're based in Pennington, New Jersey, and this is my colleague, Sarah Contour, and she was not able to be with us, but did want to participate tonight. So if you'd like to click on that link, she has something to say.
Yeah, I hope it works. Let's see. Is it good?
No sound.
No.
Yeah, I think when you're screen sharing.
Okay, let me stop that for a second. And you couldn't hear that?
I could not.
No. Let me try it again. Because everybody was able to do that. Let me try that again. Let me see if I could share this. Sorry, I'm working on that.
Please don't apologize if while you're doing that, I would actually like to echo something that Ali said, and that is that support group, we as people who facilitate the support group, obviously, hopefully bring something to the group. But I think what we bring to the group is actually quite small compared to what it is that all of you who attend the group bring to us and to everyone. Personally, I just think you're all heroes, and you are people that help us to understand just how precious things are and how to really persevere and try to do the best that you can in any circumstance. And sometimes it means you sort of at the end of the day say, okay, I'm going to stop now and start over again tomorrow. Or you are very successful in a first attempt, or you can help other people learn how to do things. Support groups are just an amazing two-way street. And to any group that you attend, anytime you go, understand that even though you may be getting something from it, please know that you are giving a tremendous amount to everyone who is there.
You're here.
Thank you. I'm going to try it one more time. Hopefully it helps. I mean, it works. Let me try it again. this again. Move this out of the way. To here. And you might have to see if this works. You hear it?
No,
No, sorry, we can't.
we had that
Okay.
trouble in our virtual group
Hit
as
the
well.
speaker.
Something with the whole sound system when you're screen sharing.
Oh, okay. Well, we weren't aware of that. Well, then let me say that Sarah and I have been doing the group. Our group was established at Capitol Health in 2018, thanks to some very active community members, including one gentleman who's with us tonight, Mr. Jim Bird. People in the community said, we really would like an aphasia community support group. So a group of us got together at the hospital, sort of set some parameters, and we're able to begin our group back in 2018. If you at least, Mark, want to screen share, there is some information on some slides after Sarah's talk that has some basic information about our group. We meet once a month. It'll be the next slide, please. We meet once a month. On the second Saturday of every month, we meet from 10:30 to 12 o'clock. We made the decision to have this group on a Saturday because we felt it was very important, not only for people with aphasia to be able to participate, but caregivers and family members and friends and anybody who wanted to learn about aphasia should have an opportunity to be part of the group. So we set it up on a Saturday so that people would be able to attend. We have found that that has been very successful and that people really enjoy participating. Over the past 4 years, we have done some pretty amazing things. And when I say we, I really mean everybody else in the group. I sort of sat back and took notes and everybody else did all the work. The focus of our group from day one has been on education and helping get out the word about aphasia and what it is. And everyone in the group has made that their passion. A couple of years ago, we were able to do during Aphasia Awareness Month, we decided that we were going to do a survey. And so we stationed ourselves in our various cafeterias at various locations with our 10-question aphasia survey. And anybody who came down from physician to secretary to environmental to physical therapy, speech therapy, anybody that we could get over to our table to do our quiz did it. And we were able to coordinate with over 400 people among our 3 sites to help educate about what aphasia is. And we continue to try to do that as much as we can. We took our survey on the road and we happened to go to a Trenton Thunder game and set up an informational table for anyone who was going to the baseball game that night. So that they could learn a little more about aphasia. And probably what I think is one of the most fascinating things that our group has done is created what we call the aphasia book. And it is a book of more than 30 pages at this point that includes stories of people from our group or caregivers about aphasia and its impact on his or her life. And we have information from the person with aphasia standpoint. We have information from the caregiver standpoint. And it's not just stories. Some people, Mark and Daryl have contributed marvelous poetry and poems. Jen, who's also on tonight, has done some artwork that would truly just make you look in awe with the message and the strength and emotion that is in all of your artwork, Jen. And at some point we are working very hard to have this on our website by the end of the month so that people can come onto the Capitol Health website and see all of the things that our folks have done. And we would like to make this a living thing so that we can add to it as time goes on. If other group members would like to join and add things, they can do that as well. Our focus has been really to be a resource to people. We like to have educational information. So we have done multiple presentations, but we have also really just tried to be a support to anybody who would like to come to the group to learn about aphasia, different aspects of aphasia, as well as maybe strategies and just share their own information. I really would like to specifically give a shout out to you, Angie, tonight. The Arch program is absolutely phenomenal. I've watched this sort of from afar, and what you have accomplished with this is truly, truly amazing. And so thank you for doing that. That resource is absolutely invaluable to us. And so listen, everybody.
Thank you.
Well, Angie, you're an amazing person. And I go back and I say, honestly, after a support group, and I think Allie would agree with this, after a support group, the first thing I think is, wow, these people are just amazing. And I've learned something new. And yeah, absolutely. And I want to really stress, everybody brings something of such value. So thank you for everything that you have done, because it puts a human face on aphasia. And when we can do that, it helps people understand better. So thank you for all you've done. Keep on going. It doesn't matter how many support groups you go to. Go to all of them if you can. But thank you for everything that you've done.
I do. I've been all up and down the I-95 corridor on Zoom.
Well, absolutely. Well, you know what? Right now we are virtual. So if you want to join us at our group, Mark, if you want to advance a slide or two, I believe our email address is on there. Anybody who would like to participate. Oh, I guess it's sort of hard to see, but you're going to, no, I think do one more slide, please, Mark. There you go. So you can do that. And as you get the slide, once this gets emailed out to everyone, you certainly will have this information. Anybody who would like to join us, please do. And I am sure that there are many groups that I will now be joining, because you guys are marvelous. We know more about it. There is strength in numbers. So the more we work together, the more we push, the more we can make a difference. And a tremendously huge, the biggest possible shout out ever to the people of MAAC. You guys truly have no idea how phenomenal you are. So thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna go backwards again and try it one more time.
Go for it, Mark. If anybody can do it, you can.
Let me try it again.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah Contour. I am a social worker here at Capitol Health Institute for Neurosciences. I'm one of the facilitators of the aphasia support group here at Capitol Health, as well as my colleague Sandy Stein, a speech and language pathologist. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there tonight, so I wanted to provide a short video to tell you a little bit about our support group. The support group was actually founded in January of 2018 by 2 stroke survivors and some Capitol Health staff who made this group possible. Our group provides a lot of emotional support for those with aphasia and meets once a month on Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. We are like a little family and have really grown to love each other's company, and I look forward to being a part of this group every month. I'm so honored to be able to contribute to this group, and if you have any questions or any interest in joining us, please feel free to email me at scontour@capitalhealth.org, and I'll provide some more information on the upcoming slides in order for you to join us. I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care, everybody.
Hey, all right.
Mark, you're amazing. You just never give up. I am in awe.
It's wonderful.
I'm glad that we could hear that. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you. And one more slide, and then if there's any questions, we'll go to my slide again, and let me go. And then is Jen, is Kevin here?
Yep, he's here.
Hi, Mark.
Hi. I'm gonna just stop.
Don't have any slides, Mark.
Yes, that's that was you.
I am the slide. So thank you everybody for having me here. Also my mother-in-law, Dorothy, which is Jennifer, Jen's mom, is here. We're here just to talk a little bit about MAAC and what they're going to provide. I assume they're going to provide for care partners. I assume they're trying to move forward with having some sort of group for people that take care of someone that has aphasia or stroke. I believe that is the goal. I hope to be a part of that goal. I hope I can help build that future for them to allow them to build and to find people that we can have come and help one another as care partners. As you guys know, we don't really get a lot of recognition for what we do. And I think that it is very important for us to have our own support group because we tend to sort of leave ourselves to the side sometimes. And I think that we definitely, more than we know, we need the help. And I think that it is a great thing that they're starting a new one. I belong to a few already, but I think that it is great that MAAC is starting one in the area for us to be able to maybe hook up with some local people that are in the area. Right now, the ones I belong to, there are people all over the world. So it's nice to be able to speak with them and hear their points of view, but it's also nice to be able to speak with people that are close by. And it just helps. It helps, as us as care partners to know that we are not alone and there are people in our area that are here going through the same thing that we go through on a daily basis. With that being said, Dorothy's been involved a little bit more with MAAC. So I'm going to let her explain or maybe have a few tips or pointers that she might like to give.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, we really haven't been working a lot on the care partner aspect. I hope that we will soon do that. I don't have any slides either. But I do have some tips for communicating for people with aphasia. And that would be keep your language clear and simple. Speak slowly. Give the person time to speak and formulate their thoughts and take in what you say and to respond. Use short phrases and sentences to communicate. Reduce background noise and distractions. And use all forms of communication to reinforce what you're saying. Use clear gestures, drawings, and communication aids if needed. The list goes on, and like Kevin said, I hope that we do get more caregivers and more care partners so we can just support each other.
Me too.
Thank you.
I mean, I have to say that, I didn't have immediately that I said before, mine, Jen Derry, the day of May the 9th of 2016, I had my stroke. I had ischemic, I might say it all the wrong way, so sorry. I had my hemorrhagic stroke on my left side, with left side of my scale, side of my brain. I had my chromatic, yeah, thank you. And I removed the left side of my skull. My right side of my body was physical, but weakness, low vision. I had seizures, and I had global aphasia. You know, I couldn't do anything immediately. And, you know, my caregiver, they did everything. Yeah, thank you. He did everything all the time.
No, I didn't. I had help.
Well, he helped. He helped a
job.
lot, to say that.
He
Okay,
did.
but I mean, you know, everyone, he did everything. He find everything. Him and you know, and my mom, Dorothy, both of them helped all of you know, like Allie and Moss and you guys that found everything for me. But you know, but I think they said before they did not have everything before. You know, usually they didn't have anything, so it was just they kept going and going and going to finding.
Well, the pandemic, I think, was a blessing for a lot of people when it comes to aphasia, finding groups. I mean, it really opened the whole world up to people that have aphasia. And I've seen, I mean, countless and endless groups of aphasia people getting together because of COVID, because it sort of forced everybody to be home and take a step back and look and be able to find things. And everybody was doing Zoom, and everybody was doing internet-based video chats. So it just opened up a whole new era and a whole new outlook for people that have aphasia, as well as caregivers as well. So I think it was a blessing in disguise. Obviously, it's not a great thing, but I think it was a help for a lot of people that have aphasia, because I was pretty lost before the pandemic finding support, and I know Jen was pretty lost finding support for aphasia as well. So I think that, you know, if anything good can come out of the pandemic, it has been this part of it. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, guys.
1 second, please.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
1 second. My name is Angie McGill. My name is Angie McGill.
Hi, Angie.
Hi. Stroke survivor. And what you call this one?
Boxes.
Yeah, okay, this one. Hi. My name,
Thanks for joining us, Angie.
yeah, my name is Angie McGill, PA.
Okay.
And what you do, this one.
Are you talking to me?
No.
Okay.
This one and this one.
We can't see your screen though.
Denise? Oh, you're talking about Angie, New Jersey?
No, it's Pennsylvania, but
That's
Pennsylvania, and you and
Is there a name on there, Angie?
yeah, this one.
Me?
Yes. What's your name?
My name is Kevin.
And
Jennifer.
Jennifer. PA?
Yes.
Yeah.
PA?
Yes.
Glad to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What part of Pennsylvania are you in, Angie?
This one.
Oh.
But we're all in the same area, Angie, so I was glad to meet you. I'm in the area too.
Okay.
Come
All
to
right.
Temple.
Okay. All right. Good.
We go to one more slide, and it's.
I'm sorry.
We'll go.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. Let me keep going. And did I miss it? There you go. Oh, here you go. Here we. What we're doing. This was the virtual one, but we actually have it in person. It's more not a conference, but it's more a get together. So if you're close to us, we would love to see you and come and meet everybody. So you will get the information on the PowerPoint, and so if you want to, if we want to, if there's any questions about anything else, I know that uh, Denise, you had a question, and I couldn't answer it. Maybe somebody could answer that for you. What were you asking?
I think I'll look it up later, but I am just very impressed on how well this went tonight. And Mark, you're doing an amazing job. I'm just you're in we call it Angie's area, but we do another group together. She does that area, and I do the New England area. And I'm just impressed on how much resource and support and colleges that you have in your area. I am jealous in my New England area. We have great through BU, but we need more like what you have in your area. So kudos to all of you for doing a great job in networking.
So true.
Yes, thank you.
Sorry, Martina here. I need to say something. Denise has right now an excellent conference going on every Saturday for the rest of the month.
Yes, she
Denise,
does.
please, can you talk about it without me trying to say the wrong thing so people have a chance to chime in and benefit from the remaining sessions? Thank you.
Mark, is that okay if I step in now? Or
Yes,
should I
please.
send you a text?
Yes, because I wanted to tell you that before I met you right, what was it, almost 2 years ago now, about and on Zoom, and I was I thought that you're the one that was doing all this stuff, and that gave me idea to if you could do it, I could do it. So thank you.
Good. And that's it. I had my stroke over 6 years ago. I have aphasia, and that's what I wanted to do is like, even though we had a stroke, we have aphasia, we still have a purpose. There's still things we can do to share with our other, how do you say it, Angie? We're aphasians?
Yeah.
Aphasians.
So together we make more powerful. So that's what it all needs to do is if we don't make a voice and we don't let people know what we want to be heard and we want them to learn from, it's not going to help unless we get out there and we show them and do. Show and do, like show and tell. That's who we are. So again, Just Ask is running their 4th annual aphasia conference. It is a conference run by somebody with aphasia, who is me, and I wanted to provide resources for people so that you could go to and not go to one of these expensive conferences and have to use most of your expenses just to learn more about what you're living with. So this Saturday, we have our guest speaker from your area. We have Dr. Will Evans from the University of Pittsburgh presenting about mental health with acceptance commitment therapy. So again, all are welcome to join. We even give out free CEUs for speech pathologists. So if you can join, that would be great. And I'm sure Mark will share all my information.
And let me just say, Will Evans is worth getting up for, guys. I'm just going to throw that out there. Nobody's asked me a thing, but he's worth getting up for.
9 o'clock Saturday morning, and then you have the rest of the day to go do something fun.
You mean yours wasn't fun?
It's always fun.
Always fun.
Is there, I know we're just a little bit over, but if anybody has any more questions, but
I just have a statement. If everybody would just, there's a pointer in the corners, at least on my computer, but just hit that arrow a couple times, and look at the faces that you see. And then no more talking. Looks fantastic. But you know what? When we look at this and no one says anything, no one knows that you have aphasia. It's when we start to talk again, is when we have those trials and tribulations from time to time, finding the right word, saying the right thing. But it's people like yourselves that I tip my hat to, because you persevere so very, very hard and do so very, very well in this. And I commend all of you. So thank you all very much for what you're doing. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Jim. That's good.
Congratulations, Mark.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. You know, I really enjoy doing all the support groups, and I do book clubs, and I do research and therapy, and so I'm glad that everyone here that is here. Thank you for everything. Thank you for sharing everything for us.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Coming. Thank you for the support.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kim.
Excellent.
Night, John boy.
Thanks, everybody.
I took